Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Prowler and the Prowler Utility. Anyways, let's jump into it. So, the first one, the Prowler, is a combat dropship. It is also a pretty nasty fighter too. It has some deadbolt cannons, size 5 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this interior is pretty neat. Like, I mean, it has a shield that like airlocks the oxygen out. No, I don't know. I don't know if they breathe oxygen or not, but like it like knocks the void out of the thing, so they can actually breathe in here. And then there's places where you can actually just stand and be attached to the ship. I'm assuming that's what that is. Again, we've got some weapon racks here. All of these would be where you'd be attached, and then obviously when the door opens, you would run out and get dropped. But obviously Star Citizen needs some sort of like jump pack, kind of like boots, in order to be able to do that without taking instant fall damage and dying the second you land on the battlefield. But anyways, yeah, so you've got all of this stuff here, and then you've got your pilot seat. Now if you're wondering, obviously from the outside, the pilot seat looks like it's in nowhere, like there's no way to view out of the ship. That's because all of this is actually just a screen. So technically I'm like right about here in the middle, but again, it's a screen, so I can see everything. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, the deadbolt cannons are probably the strongest thing in this entire ship. They're insanely powerful, and obviously this thing is quite stealthy too. So obviously as well, you've got to remember that not only is it stealthy, it's also very powerful. And it can fly in and out and drop soldiers in and out of drop zones very, very quickly. But yeah, if I turn on the engines real quick, just to show you what this looks like when I lift it up. Quickly reverse out a little bit so you can actually see a little bit better. That's what it looks like when we load it out properly with the landing gear up. It's little wings as well. It's quite cool. Yeah, it's quite unique. I do like this ship a lot. I mean, it does look quite nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop out of this. So let's talk about the cannons and the missiles and stuff. So the Prowler, the normal version, comes with 2 size 3 lightning cannons on the remote turret that there is. The normal ones up here are deadbolts. These are deadbolt cannons here. Very, very powerful. So yeah, the remote turret's the ones that are up here on the top. And they allow you to fire from the pilot seat as well. Or I'm pretty sure actually someone can actually control it, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that is the Prowler Utility. It is a very nice looking ship. It's actually very unique. It's a very nice design. Obviously the dropship kind of design is pretty cool as well, and obviously you would drop out of here and land in a drop zone, and then this thing would just fly off, and you'd probably never see it again if you were to die there. Well, obviously if you were to die there, but you know what I mean? Like, if you were to go there, you'd probably get picked up some other way other than Prowler Utility, or Prowler, sorry. Anyways, Prowler Utility. So what is different about this? Well, it still has its deadbolts, as you can see. Pretty damn big cannons. But actually, these guys aren't actually deadbolts. The deadbolts are on the remote turret at the top. These guys are Lightning Strike 4 cannons, size 4. So these are size 4 cannons rather than size 5 deadbolts. But the ones on the top are size 3, which are still pretty damn nasty if I'm going to be honest. And they do pack a punch. But this obviously doesn't have the design of the dropship anymore. This has a design that could hold a bunch of cargo space, which is very, very nice. So it does have the addition of having a tractor beam as well, and it can hold up to 32 SCU of cargo space, which is very, very nice as well. I mean, it's not absolutely amazing. It's not like the absolute most exceptional amount of cargo storage. But at the end of the day, it's a stealthy one, so it's very hard to pick up. It's very fast. It hits hard. It's got decent armor. That's what you're paying for, and then you're just paying for the added benefit of being able to carry cargo on it. So this is more of like, if I'm going to be honest, it might be in the class of heavy fighter, but at the same time, I'm going to be honest and put it in medium, just because obviously you've got to take in consideration that it's going to be a bit heavier, so it's not going to have it's not going to have extra cannons and things like that, because it only has like, what, 4? And again, it's a little bit weaker than the normal Prowler. But yeah, it's basically just the same cannons, just in reverse. So as you can see, very, very powerful cannons on the top. And then we also have the laser repeaters here as well. But they go so quickly. So I'm assuming they're going to be very, very powerful. Actually, let's test it on the Prowler. The Prowler has its shields up right now, so let's give this a test, shall we? I mean, it's not that bad. They're not that great, but it's not like the Ion where it was absolutely shredding the shield. But it is doing a bit of damage over time, but obviously the deadbolts will be doing the most. They'll be packing the most damage out of everything. But obviously, this isn't made to be fighting other Prowlers. It's made to be fighting like lighter fighters, to get in, drop people, or pick up cargo and leave. That's the whole point of it. It's like kind of like a hit and run kind of thing, but you didn't hit first, if you know what I mean. So you didn't run over the child, you run over the guy who hit the child. If that's if that's the example you can go with. But yeah, these ships are very, very unique. I do actually really like them a lot. Like, I actually didn't realize that they were actually this cool. I've seen the Prowler before. I've never seen the Utility in game before. Yeah, this isn't my first time seeing the Prowler itself. But the Prowler Utility, this is my first time seeing it, and it's very, very cool. I actually really like it. The only thing I will say is obviously it's a bit pricey for 32 SEU, but again, I get why it's so expensive, because 1, it's an alien ship, 2, because it's stealthy, and it's insanely stealthy, by the way, for what it is, and 2, it's kind of like a bit of a heavy fighter as well, in the midst of maybe fitting in the medium category, but then also as well, it has the speed of sound to its capabilities as well, which is insane. But yeah, let's talk some prices, shall we? So if you're looking to buy this thing, or these things, on the store, I'm going to start off with the Prowler. The Prowler is usually available during Alien Week. That is the best time you'll find it to be able to buy. And it is worth $440 US. If you want to buy the Prowler Utility, it is $300 US on the store, so it is $140 cheaper than the Prowler. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit overpriced, in my opinion. That's just me, but again, game's game. The Prowler can be bought in Area 18 for a whopping 18.7 million. So if you have a really generous accountant who will let you spend all of that money, go for it and spend that money. But if you have one like mine, I nearly died buying these both. Now the Prowler Utility is a little bit cheaper. Again, also found at Area 18 for 16.8 million instead of the 18. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been a nice experience for me to find to see what's inside of the Prowlers. I've been inside the Prowler, but obviously the Prowler Utility I haven't seen in game yet. It was nice to see. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye for now.